Some of the things we're doing at the Inn that's exciting is providing access to smudge. And I think smudge is a very simple start, but it's a very meaningful piece. When our families come in, having access to that, whether it be day, evening, or night, and having a safe space to do it is really important. Our big vision for the Inn, it's quite a big goal. We really want to create programming that is cultural supports within shelter and in housing. And when I say cultural supports, I mean access to an elder, access to ceremony. We want to develop an education initiative that's not only readily available to staff so we can create a culturally competent environment, but for community stakeholders so we can build a bridge towards awareness and really understanding of the overrepresentation of Indigenous people within the homeless sector. The other piece is really streamlining the client advocacy. So really looking at which agencies are working particularly with Indigenous people, and their focus is mainly that, and how do we better connect our guests so that when they're staying with us, when they transfer out into community, they still have those supports, whether it be with us or local elders or local community supports. When you're supported, I think that you're far more successful in sustaining a home environment. So being able to build that well-rounded picture of care for our Indigenous families is really, really important. I've been drawn to my role both professionally and personally. Professionally, I've worked with the homeless population for nearly 10 years. I've seen such beautiful things and such challenging things in this work. Prior to coming to the Inn, I worked with single adult homeless people, and I dealt with mental illness, addiction issues, and the one common theme across all of their stories, whether they were Indigenous or not, is trauma. And it just resonated with me in a very personal way. It actually helped me in a big way across my healing journey to really understand that I wasn't, that my trauma could be used in a positive way to influence those who are still experiencing it in many ways. So the homeless sector, I fell in love with the homeless population in a way that doesn't really make sense to anybody unless you do the work that we do.